Yo. Yo. Yo, Tassel. What is up? Yo, Zazuka. What you looking at? Oh, you looking at how Tassel is gay? Hey man, you got a problem with that? Yo, Misa. Hi, Samp. How am I doing today? I'm doing very well. Doing very well. Having a great Father's Day. This is, I'm having a great Father's Day because, like, this is the perfect time in my life for me to not be a father, and I'm just appreciating that, Just appreciating that I'm not a father on Father's Day. But also, I'm nothing but respect for the fathers out there. Of course. Thanks for the 8 months, Suzuka. Appreciate it. I'm not a father. I mean, I'm kind of giving daddy, I would say. Would you guys? Samp, you're banned, actually. Okay, we were... here's the thing. Yesterday I was trying to, convince Misa that I should not mod her. And it makes it harder for me to argue that I shouldn't mod anyone else when I have a mod saying shit like, you can be my daddy if you want. It just kind of creates a problem for me with everyone else. We go way back, though. We don't go that far back, man. I don't know if anyone goes that far back. I'm free to decline. Yeah, but there's a vibe shift that happens when you make the offer. That's all I'm saying. Okay, my browser window is all messed up because of the zooming that I did yesterday for Misa to be able to read the screen. You look like an asshole if you say no. I mean... what can I... I'm just trapped. Bro. How did I just completely forget how to do that, man? Pep pep. I feel like the only time I've ever heard pep pep is on the Tim and Eric show. Any Tim and Eric awesome show enjoyers in the chat? It's been so long since I saw that. What? You can't... You get a message for DILF? You get a warning message for DILF? That is bizarre. You finally been watching Nathan For You? Let's go, bro. Misa and I watched an episode, and I don't think she can handle it. Like, she was laughing, but I think she was also extremely, severely uncomfortable. That show legit has you pacing? Pacing like, watching a lot of episodes really fast, or pacing around the room because you're uncomfortable, or what? You have to get up and walk around. It's just the best show, dude. I don't know. I think Jess said he was watching it too. Also, hello, Chris. So I'm scrolling up and seeing if I missed any important messages. He is a genius. That's like you know, the ideas in the show get appreciated and the like awkward cringe comedy gets appreciated, but I think it's not very appreciated how much that show is firing on all cylinders. Like, there are jokes in like the way that things are edited, and there's like subtle things with how he acts, even when he's like by himself, not just like the manipulating people part that everyone talks about. Like, there's there's just so much comedy, so many different types of comedy like squeezed into every episode. It's just, the show is just packed with genius. It's just amazing. Yeah. I really need to watch the rehearsal season 2. But yeah, we watched the first episode. I forgot about the part where he goes into a job interview and he has to say all the things that his friend is saying in his ear. I forget what that guy's name is. I know he's like a well-known, fairly well-known comedian, but the guy who's trying to sabotage him. I'm not gonna repeat any of the things that he makes him say, but okay, the robot arm, yeah. Dude, that's that might be one of the there's many moments in that show where you just think, you know, this might be the greatest show. This might be the greatest show ever, but that's definitely one of the moments. Yeah, the robot arm is absolute cinema. Holy shit. There's just there's just not many things that have been created that make me smile like this, dude. It's just too good. Awful. Awful buffering. Soundproof sex box. Yeah. Don't spoil that. Don't spoil that for people, but it's yeah. Yeah. It's just yeah, there's no filler in the whole show. Like, it's four whole seasons of no filler. It's amazing. They definitely need Nathan. Yeah, with the lemonade stand. Although maybe they're trying one of his tactics. Maybe the super watered down lemonade is part of a Nathan type scheme somehow, and we just don't appreciate it. Maybe they've got like a hidden pipe recovering all of the lemonade that people are pouring down the drain that we poured ours down after walking around the corner. And they're so they're just getting it back for free. Oh, you watched the first couple episodes of the rehearsal. You got to finish Nathan for you first. But yeah, the rehearsal is great. Yeah. The first episode kind of stands alone, but the rest of it is very like all connected and everything for the first season. But yeah, as soon as I saw that, like, the whole first episode of the rehearsal, I knew I was in for something special. I mean, I knew I was in for something special because it's Nathan Fielder. But, like, the end of the first episode of that show, when he's, like, talking to the guy and, like, apologizing to the guy afterwards and everything, I'm not gonna... yeah, I'm not gonna spoil the punchline, but... it's pretty amazing. I'm so curious what season 2 is going to be like. I've heard the basic premise, sort of. But that really did not give me a very good idea. Dude. Dude. Low quality ESSing. It's okay, I didn't actually lose any time. You don't get how he never runs out of ideas. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It really is crazy. Although, I will say, I don't know how to not say too much here, but like, the type of ideas changes a little bit over the course of the show, and if you pay attention, you can kind of see that he is running out of the original kind of idea, but he finds another thing that's also really good. That also fits. But yeah, he's definitely a genius. You should also, what's underrated is his old, like, from long before Nathan For You, his old YouTube videos. Some of those are, I mean, I think I've watched all of them, and I don't think any of them are, like, boring or bad, but some of them are just every bit as good as peak Nathan For You. Yeah. Thin watermelon is a good place to start. It's like 30 seconds long or less. Highly recommend pulling up Thin Watermelon right now if you haven't seen it. Actually, maybe I'll pull it up in a second. That that video feels like at least a decade ahead of its time. Like, you know, it kind of fits in. It fits in better with like modern YouTube than it did with like 2000s YouTube or whenever that was. And I feel like it's still, but I feel like it still doesn't totally fit in, and it's from the future. Yeah, dude, he's a brilliant actor. He is a brilliant actor. But yeah, he's also just acting all the time. He's got the persona going on. Oh man. Okay, do I pull it up? I'll pull it up during the cutscenes later. Bro. The other what are some of the other what are some of my other favorites? I think it's called Even the Best. I don't think this is a very popular one, but it gets me so hard. I think it's called Even the Best. There's one that's like demo reel, or it's like Nathan Fielder's demo reel, or something like that. That's amazing. I'll look through all of them in a sec. But yeah, there are a bunch of amazing Nathan Fielder YouTube. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to say that. You know what I mean, man. It gets me so good. Wait, that kind of sounds bad too. That looks good, right? Mm-hmm. I'm just saying it makes me like excited, okay? Wait. I'm just gonna play the game. Amazing video. Oh, there's some new. Oh, he's been using this recently for some random things. Okay. Oh, Ronald. This one. This one is also peak. I'll play it during the. There's not quite time to play it during the Skull Kid cutscene. Maybe there is. It's just a rousing video, okay? It's just a rousing good time. Bro! How did I not save my 2 seconds or whatever? This is truly the worst run. Oh yeah, the flower. Shit. Shout out Samp for noticing all of my flaws and faults in life. It's okay. I trust that you will notice all my successes and things like that as well. I'm laughing in anticipation of the Ronald Shobe video. it started after the song.
Okay, I'm seeing you have a pet. Why am I
okay
seeing
volume?
you with a pet? Oh, fish. That's why I was seeing a pet. I've predicted major earthquakes. I've predicted several wars. I predicted that Dennis Quaid would be cast in the movie Vantage Point. I was born with this, yeah. I'm sensing that you love to eat rice. Is that correct?
Twice a week. Twice a week.
I mean, it's my mouth that's saying it, but it's really the spirit's words. My first book, Me Psychic, You Psychic, talked about how we all have psychic powers and how to stay connected with yourself and with the spirit world. The main difference between you and me is that I've just chosen to call myself a psychic. In fact, do you have any pain anywhere in your body? Do you have pain in your neck? Okay, I'm just gonna rest the crystal here. I went to the doctor for a checkup and I ended up diagnosing him with terminal cancer. And I said, you know, you should be sleeping with a crystal. Do you feel the pain in your neck has gone a little bit?
Yeah.
I have many celebrity clients whose credits include everything from a Vantage Point to Wyatt Earp. There's a spirit talking to me right now. Yeah. Spirits communicate with me, and my body is just a vessel. So I invite everyone to come inside me.
Bro. There's just, yeah. I'm not gonna even try to. But yeah, there's a bunch of other amazing ones on there. There's one where he's like doing push-ups that's really funny. Yeah, there's a lot of that kind of vibe in Nathan's stuff. Dude, that guy from Tim and Eric, like from, I don't know if he was there, I don't know how long he was with the show, but he was there from the very beginning. It's like this black guy, the Salome guy, you know? I mean, how do you even find someone like that? Just very strange. Just very strange. But yeah, if you watch Nathan For You, you discover that there's a lot of very strange people in the world. Bro. Unless a lot more of Nathan For You is fake than I think it is. Not saying it's 0% fake, but... Thanks, Mono. Oh, he has local TV stuff? Yeah, it really seems like they just kind of let him on there and let him do whatever he wanted to do. a spirit talking to me right now. My god, man. What the? I went the wrong way! Brain damage. Dude, I really should be sleeping with a crystal to enhance my gameplay. Pretty clean. Damn, bro. This would be really good if I had pressed the A button 1 frame earlier for that one hover. Or thrown the bomb slightly earlier. That last bomb for the Hidden Owl setup. Regardless, it's pretty good. But not Boolin. The standard for Boolin against this PB is just crazy high. Actually, maybe I should say this is Boolin. I'm gonna do it. I changed my mind. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything about this. Please. Yeah. Why do you do that? You can see you! I can completely see you. They could probably see you when you were crawling yesterday, too. Jesus Christ. Do I have to move the chat again?
No, it's okay. I'll just look on my phone. Dinner's ready whenever.
Okay. Whenever I poop my pants and the run dies. That's going on sauce clips, by the way. Howdy, Virginia. Howdy, Summer. Is there another 30-second Nathan video we can watch? I don't know if there is. Also, it'll take me too long to just pull it back up. You're allowed to do whatever you want. Didn't you, like, permanently lose your random color? Like, if you set it, you can't unset it, right?
Can't unset it. I don't think so.
A big fan of dance. Oh, I also really like Side of Smooth Morning Walk. That's a good one. There's just... Yeah, it's not quite as consistent as Nathan For You, but it's mostly bangers.
Look how clean this cup is.
Yeah,
I finally got a new cup.
Yeah, I washed the cup yesterday or I put the cup in the dishwasher
Yeah,
and
you
got a
didn't
new one.
wash
Okay,
the dishwasher,
okay.
washed
But you complained, so I got a new cup. It was pretty gnarly looking though.
It smelled bad.
It didn't smell bad. You're making that up. What the fuck, man?
I don't even think they can hear me. I think I'm too
No,
far away.
they can hear you. But if you start saying something that I don't want you to say, I'm gonna talk over you, and they won't be able to hear you.
Your cups.
Except maybe I have to talk at your pitch to properly overwrite it. Howdy, Gigo. Thought I was about to fail that again. This left ESS. I guess this is the only time in the run where I have to find left ESS like that. I need to kind of specifically practice it because it's been really bad. Yo, Allo or Io, I guess. What happened to your name? Wasn't it Allo before? I mean, I'm guessing it was capital I's, but still. Wait, don't no. Wait, don't tell them how bad I smell right now. I actually do kind of smell bad right now. Look, I don't have a good excuse ready. Sorry. You're not gonna, if you smell good all the time, 100% of the time you smell good, One second. What am I trying to say here?
If you smell bad
Show,
all the time,
show me a person who smells good 100% of the time, and I'll show you a person who does not have any video game world records, okay?
Oh my god.
You gotta... There's trade-offs in life. This is really bad. Please grab the ledge, thank you. What is that, dude? Sure. Thanks for the 20 Stavros. How's it going? First one without yours. Really sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, I just actually had a good phone conversation. Oh, that didn't... What the f... Okay, that was very slow. Actually just had a good phone conversation with my parents before the stream. So that is good advice, I agree. Are we Boolean or life? We're like even. We're like slightly life, probably. They're still asking questions about me.
I'm texting your mom, so I'm not reading the chat.
What? The fuck was that, man? I just didn't turn straight. Chat, she doesn't care about you.
Sorry, his mom is better.
Please take a step, dude. I thought I could take a step. Please. This is the worst. Okay, at least I got that. nice fart sound. Is that what the chair was doing yesterday when you were talking about it? Okay, I didn't even notice yesterday.
It's super squeaky. You can't see me.
He can definitely see you.
Oh.
Can I make this work? Okay.
I'm smelling you.
The secret there is to get 0 damage ISG. Well, you don't want to store damage for that because it makes it way more precise to break the pot because your sword hitbox is going to interfere. Dead or Alive Extreme Venus Vacation Prism. That's like the game with the naked girls and you give them gifts and stuff. I guess that is just a VN with a budget. Yeah. Haven't played it. Don't think I have any interest in Dead or Alive. Even the ones that apparently are like fairly decent fighting games.
Isn't there one where they play volleyball too?
How is that so slow?
Like beach volleyball? Because they have to be in bikinis?
Yes. There is that.
How do you know that?
How do I know that? How do you know that? The fuck? Should have known it was a trap. If someone locked eyes with me in public and said we've known each other before and we'll know each other again, would I be creeped out or fall in love? I would definitely start making out with them immediately. mail lady. We haven't even seen them. I haven't seen the mail lady in like 3 months. Or something. Both of us exposed for being what?
Last time you embarrassed
Oh.
yourself so much that she doesn't want to see you ever again.
Yeah, actually, I actually forgot about that. I did have an awkward encounter with the mail lady where I was like opening the door to go outside, and I was kind of I was like doing something else. Like I was like stressed about something. I was paying attention to something else, and so I opened the door and like didn't look immediately, but she was like right there, standing right in front of me, and like pushing the buttons on her iPad or whatever it was to like indicate that she had just dropped off a package. And so I like turned around and she was right there and scared the shit out of me, and I actually just jumped. And she made fun of me. Thanks, Toe. And thanks for the fantastic video on spring water. Actually great. How high did I jump? I did like a cartoon, all no limbs touching the ground kind of jump. No limbs touching the ground, just like hovering there in the air for a second, you know?
She giggled.
She giggled? How do you know that?
Did she or did she not giggle?
I don't remember. I was too spooked. No, I was not waiting for her. I was just going outside. You gravy? If anyone's the intelligence agent here, it's definitely Misa. I'm not gonna say why. There's some sus stuff going on. Yeah, I do make everyone sign an NDA. It's one of my favorite strats in life. Seeing some red flags? What? What do you mean, man? You mean with Misa? Really? I don't know if that's gonna work. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. That's a slow mega, bro. Ouch. 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 I should have gone for the previous one, honestly. I think it was fine. Oh, it's dinner time, isn't it?
If you're hungry.
Yeah, let's eat dinner. I'll come back and do 1 or 2 or 3 more attempts, depending on how quickly they die. After dinner. I am stinky, holy shit. Alright. Be back in a bit. Where's the... There we go. can watch the title screen. You want me to turn off the camera so you don't have to? Yo. was kissing some food. I was really getting into it too. How's it going, Don? I was using tongue and everything. I'm under no intelligence right now. I just finished 2 shots of brandy. Nice. Why are you talking about my balls? Don't talk about my balls. Nathan Fielder, the magic trick. I don't remember this one. I'll have to watch this one later. How's the stream? Well, we just killed a run to Woodfall Bosky skip, but other than that, it's good. Just had some dinner. Got a few more hours in me. Oh, I also got back to Wormholes. I decided I'm gonna finish Wormholes off stream. It started getting pretty non-stream friendly. I mean, it's not a very stream friendly game in the first place, but yeah, I decided I'd just finish it off stream. Played a little bit of it yesterday and this morning. I think I've done all of the unhinged stuff that I can do in that game at this point, and I have to just play the main game now. I like skipped ahead as much as I possibly could at every single step of the way. But that was fun. I started playing it again because I was playing Sneckbird, as I mentioned on some previous streams. But I'm getting kind of close to the end of that game, and it's gotten really, really hard. It's gotten really hard, and I've been feeling kind of brain dead the last couple days, so I didn't want to even try those puzzles, but I wanted to play something else. So I booted up Wormholes. I gotta figure this out. The logs movement has been so bad. Yeah, it's like a Snakebird fan game. It's basically a full fan sequel to Snakebird. It's like as long as Snakebird, except harder. It is brutal. It's truly brutal. But yeah, I've got like a few puzzles left in a few different worlds or whatever areas. And I've looked at several puzzles and they're all hard. They all seem hard. There's one that I've looked at a lot that it just seems so simple and I'm just completely baffled. Which always feels bad. I mean, it's good. I don't know, I won't say too much, but yeah, I'm enjoying the game a lot. There's like a bunch of Snakebird fan games. Like, Snakebird fan games have been a thing for a really long time. Puzzle designers love Snakebird mechanics, it turns out. And I love them too. I think there's like a lot more potential to those mechanics that isn't really explored in the base game, especially if you're willing to make puzzles that are just insanely hard. But the fan games that I tried before, I tried a couple different fan games in the past, and they were just not like this. They were kind of jank, and The level design was like just not. I can't remember who it is. There's some puzzle designer who talks about sparkle. It must be Elliot Grant. He talks about sparkle in level design. That I feel like is the best word for it. The levels were just not sparkly. Like, you play through a level and you're like, yeah, okay, I get it, I guess. That's cool. As opposed to like the moment where it clicks and you're like, hell yeah, that's exciting. You tried to play Snakebird on your phone a while ago, play the demo, but the app was broken and it wouldn't let you buy the game. Yeah, I never tried the mobile version. But yeah, I think it's easily one of the best puzzle games ever. The original, I'm talking about the, sorry, we're talking about like 3 different games at once right now, but the original Snakebird, one of the best puzzle games ever. Very difficult by the end of the game, but one of the best puzzle games ever. The older Snakebird fan games that existed, not good, in my opinion. I mean, there's probably interesting ideas in there, but I didn't really care to unearth them. But the newest one, which is called Snakebird, I am enjoying quite a bit. It actually like adds new mechanics and stuff. It's not just harder levels. Curious whether I was too far left or right there. Do not know. Oh, thanks, Mines. Yeah, I guess some people in the chat call me Dad, so maybe I should be celebrating. Yeah, one thing you get in fan puzzle games a lot. Man, I'm really struggling with that flower recently. One kind of pattern that you see in fan, I could barely hear it, Misa. I'm guessing it wasn't on the stream. One type of level design you see a lot in fan puzzle games is like, you know, people who are really, really into puzzle games enough to, want to make a puzzle fan game is, or like, those type of people are, they're very smart, which is great, but I think it tends to lead to a certain type of level design where it's really hard in a kind of annoying way, where like maybe the level looks like they make a level design that they're like really impressed with. They're like, oh, they're not a real puzzle game designer. They haven't like released a real commercial puzzle game, and haven't. I don't know. I shouldn't judge these people's like whole life perspective and everything very much, but like, But like something you commonly see is like they make a level that in a certain way is extremely impressive, but is not actually impressive in the like the experience of playing the level is not good. Like there's a lot of ideas packed into the level, and the level is very elegant in a certain way. Like the setup looks fairly simple. And so they feel good about having made that level, and that's what the game is. But the experience of figuring it out is there's no interesting flow to it. There's no interesting like things to notice and deductions. It's just kind of like painfully trying everything. And that sucks. Then again, maybe I'm just not smart enough. Ouch. What? I'm not actually sure what went wrong there. You actually see the same type of, what I would consider a mistake, what I would consider a game design mistake. You see the same type of mistake in a lot of arcade action games, actually. It's like they make a game that's like elegant in its end state. Like level designs where once you have mastered the game, oh my god, I started going the wrong way and I didn't realize it until too late. I gotta do the different route. Once you've mastered the game, it like looks all perfect and flows really nicely and all of that, but like once you've mastered a game, the game is over. You know? Like you can't judge a game based on what it looks like to play at the highest level. It has to also be enjoyable from the minute you pick it up until the point where you like that's the whole game. The path from being terrible at the game to being amazing at the game is the game. So yeah, if you're trying to make... If your only criteria for good design is like, it looks elegant on paper, or it looks elegant like in when you play it perfectly or something like that, like you're missing all of you're missing all of the gameplay. All of the gameplay is in between those two states. I give chat a stern talking to if you misbehaved. I think I've done that many times. I mean, you know, I'm pretty lax with the, you know, I let a lot of things fly in my chat, but definitely given some people some stern talking tos, and one individual seems to have left my Discord after a very stern... I mean, honestly, it was more of an argument than a talking to, because he started, like, he started getting all, like, Destiny. Started getting all r/Destiny on me. And I don't know how to respond to that kind of shit, other than trying to dunk on him and win the argument in return. No, no, that would be r/Destiny the game. We're talking the streamer. What I mean is, like being an annoying debate guy. Nitpicky and like pedantic. Damn, I am barely making it to West Clocktown before midnight. This is awful. Guys, what are some games that are shallow and pedantic? What are some games that insist upon themselves? Mario Party 6. Is that the one with the microphone? Brother.
Slippers here?
Yes. I was just looking at them. You know what game really insists upon itself? Is Death Stranding. Actually, the whole Metal Gear Solid series as well. That's actually not true. I don't know. I don't really exactly know what I mean by insists upon itself. Is there an elephant in the sequel or something? Ouch. Do we think... Okay, that's actually an interesting thing. So, do we think that Kojima still has it in him to do something that crazy? Because I feel like he doesn't. I feel like he's not even thinking in that way at all right now. Like, Death Stranding 2 seems like a pretty straightforward follow-up from like everything he's done before, based on what I've seen, but maybe I just haven't seen enough. Yeah, Hideo Kojima. Well, I don't dislike him as a person. He seems very likable as a person, but I think he's wrong about what's good about games. I think he doesn't really understand what's good about games, because he wants to make games like movies all the time. It's a Dreams game about an elephant that carries a Mountain Dew up a mountain. Sounds great. But I'm sure it's terrible because it's a Dreams game. Dude, I tried so hard to find a good game on Dreams when that first came out. It was rough. Yeah, I did. I have heard that there might have been another key person on some of the Metal Gear games back in the day that who was kind of responsible for a lot of what people actually like. But obviously Kojima has some crazy ideas too. You can't deny that he's some kind of visionary. Kojima is going through his I should have been a film director stage. Isn't that his whole career though? Alright, see you later, Don. Hope you win any and all games that you're gaming on as well. Someone said the original Strand type game is Nobi Nobi Boy. Have you guys seen this game? I'll pull it up in a second. I guess like Pokemon Go and stuff is also Strand type. I don't want to listen to Giant Bomb people, but let's see some gameplay. This is the original Strand type game. I never played it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm not the biggest fan of the Katamari guy. This is what the Katamari guy made before he made Katamari. Not that I dislike Katamari, but I don't like it as much as some people like it, I guess. But yeah, I do think I do think Kojima tends to overstate his overstate the like originality and significance of some of his design ideas sometimes. I don't know about the whole first Strand type game. I think everyone intuitively knows that it's a little bit goofy when he says stuff like that, you know? And he says that he invented the concept of the camera in video games or something like that. The ice cubes melt? In what? In what game? Oh, MGS2. MGS2 does have some really cool, like, graphical effects. It looks... They did a really good job with the visuals for a PS2 game. I feel like on the boat sequence especially, at the beginning. Especially when Raiden was naked. I don't even remember that. Guess I wiped that from my memory. Is it raining? Sounds like it's raining.
All I hear are cicadas.
Oh, maybe that's cicadas. Yeah, why is that a thing in anime? Whoops. Like, cicadas aren't really... Yeah, I don't know. Are a lot of animes happening in the summer, I guess? Bro. Yeah, but it's they're only out for like 1 month a year, right? Maybe it's different in Japan. Bro. So like, is every anime just set in that 1 month? That's what I'm saying, like, they should at most be in 1 in 12 animes that are set in the Japanese countryside. Fox, Eric, thank you for the Prime, my dude. Misa's afraid of thunder. Please help me make fun of her. No, just don't make fun of her. she's just a little baby. That was meant in an endearing way. She's a little baby. Holy lag. Bro. Oh, the 1 month a year the Japanese school kids don't have school. Oh, but there's definitely some animes where they're going to school, so. But that's fair. I'm just riffing, man. I'm not actually complaining. I'm wasting so many chews. By so many, I mean 2. But now I can't do my swaggiest strats. You can't just bypass my whole argument like that. That completely ignores all the things I just said about the months and the, you know, the probability distribution, and, you know, you're just trying to dunk on me without even responding to my argument. I see right through it. Well, we live pretty deep in the country. And, well, here we are, you know. We should figure out a way to stream from outside, though. That'd be cool. I mean, there would be a lot of bugs. But other than that, it'd be cool. It'd also be hot and sweaty. But other than that, it'd be cool. The second impact? What is this? Are you talking about the atomic bombs, or is that like some kind of what the fuck are you talking about? I figured it was an anime thing. I didn't I didn't remember that from Eva. Evangelion. Oh, is third? I only knew about Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, but I guess there's like 3 versions. I guess that's like the final version. I wasn't really into fighting games or arcade games at all back then when that was bigger. But I've always heard that Third Strike is a really interesting fighting game. What are you trying to do?
7 TV emotes
Oh.
on my phone.
Yeah, I've never really gotten deep into any fighting games. And it's just such a big time commitment to get deep into one, you know? I'd like to do it at some point. But my hours of autistically grinding tech in video games is all going to this right now. And for the foreseeable future.
I wonder how many times you see cherry blossoms in anime.
Lag,
How many times
bro.
you hear cicadas.
Painful lag. Seems about equal. Also, why did I get such a bad angle?
Or do you think that like cherry blossoms are just so stereotyped? So stereotypical they just don't even put them in anime?
No, I think they put them in anime. I think anime has embraced its stereotypes. Anime has devolved into pure stereotype, I feel like. Modern anime is just... It's just all anime things. There's no new ideas. It's just repeating all the anime things forever. You're a sore loser, so you never got big into them. I like losing sometimes. As long as I'm learning, you know. 99% of anime originals were lost? No idea what you're referring to. Manhwas? Manhwa? No, I'm just talking out of my ass. I have no idea what's happening in the world of anime. Like, I'm sure if I wasn't into video games, I would think that nothing interesting has happened in video games in the last 15 years or something, but instead I am into video games, and so I think that the 2010s were the golden age. It's just hard to know from the outside if any good stuff is... if there's hidden gems and whatnot. Okay, it's definitely raining now.
Definitely raining. It was probably definitely raining earlier too. I just heard the cicadas more clearly.
You've only seen Lane? That's the only anime you've seen? I've seen like 5 animes. And it's a very unhinged list of 5. You wanna try to guess it, Misa?
The animes that you've seen?
Well, okay, hang on. I did read a bunch of mangas growing up. I had the Shonen Jump the American.
Pokemon.
I saw Pokemon. I'm not counting that. I'm not counting like Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a kid.
Oh, I was gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh next.
Yeah, bro.
Dragon Ball Z? No, you don't seem like a Dragon Ball Z type.
This is so sad right now. What the fuck? I guess I'm gonna do this. Hang on. Hold. Okay, I did that insane backup. I'm gonna climb this again. I keep getting scared because my movement there keeps being bad. I have 0 extra explosives going into here. Oh my god. It didn't blow up the thing again. Lowering the stream quality by being basic? She's guessing generic anime because that's probably what I saw when I was a kid. How is that being basic?
How about you try to list all the animes that I've seen?
You've seen a ton of
I
animes.
know, I've seen animes that you don't even know what they are.
Okay, I was afraid that was gonna be late. You've seen, probably a bunch of hentai. Ah! That's a dead run. No, wow, that actually worked. I didn't turn straight. Holy shit. I adjusted that jump slash to be super early. And it worked. You talk to the chat about anime. I don't know about anime. Oops.
I haven't watched any anime that came out after 2009. So if it came out after 2009, then no.
Okay, the animes I've watched are... What's it even called? Toradora?
Toradora?
And,
Oh, Zach Bell. Zach Bell. You told me you watched that one. Oh, you failed again.
Come on, man. You don't have to say it like that. I saw that. Okay, I saw like a couple episodes of Zatch Bell when I was a kid. That doesn't really count. Hang on. Literal child slop. I thought it was cool, man. Oh, well, I think I might have read the manga actually. I think I probably saw like an episode of the anime, but I read a little more of the manga.
The first thing that comes up when I search Toradora is Toradora okay for 12-year-olds. Let's see what the answer is.
It's okay for 12-year-olds, I think. Maybe?
It's a great show, but would probably not recommend to anyone 11 and under.
Yeah, so it's okay for 12-year-olds.
I have seen Elfin Lied before.
I never even heard of that. Please turn. Yo. Letters and underscores, thank you for the raid. Hope your stream was good. We're discussing anime, which I know nothing about, and Misa knows nothing about any animes that came out in the last 15 years. So that's fun.
Can we talk about K-pop?
No. You don't even know about new K-pop either. You know about gay pop, though. Actually, you don't know about gay pop. What's gay pop, anyway? What are you doing? Stop smelling me. Yeah, everyone knows Psy, yeah.
We just watched that music video.
Yeah, we were just watching Psy music videos. Or I guess just one.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen Toradora, I've seen Madoka Magica.
You have? I was gonna guess that one.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen... Evangelion. I've seen Ping Pong the Animation, which is by far my favorite.
You have told me that.
And I feel like there's one more anime that I've watched as an adult, but I can't remember what it was. I actually do know the GGG song.
No, you do.
Yeah, everyone knows that song. It's like 20 billion views on YouTube. Aizuken. Never heard of it. I don't think you guys know what I would like. I don't think I trust the recommendations. Yeah, I want to watch some Ghibli. Okay, if we're counting Ghibli, I've seen Kiki's Delivery Service and Castle in the Sky. That was when I was really young, though. I think I saw Spirited Away when I was really young, but I became less certain about that when I looked up Spirited Away recently. This is bad. This is also bad. But I'm a big Ghibli fan. Does that work? I think that barely works. Dude. Is it continuable? I'm not sure. Whoops. I also just fucking did that. What to do? What to do? What? I'll do one more. When you set it up again like that after falling down, the timings are a little bit, or like the position is a little bit different. But I thought I knew that it was fine. That's 2 runs dead in Woodfall. That's really annoying. Not as bad as runs dead in the Dongo Grotto, though. Crybaby? Devilman Crybaby? But isn't that from the same director as, I mean, it's a different writer. It's like a different... All of his stuff is like adapted from manga that's written by other people, I think. But it's the same director as Ping Pong the Animation, which makes me interested by default. But I also tried watching Tatami Galaxy from the same director, which people think is the greatest thing ever. And I wasn't crazy about that. I didn't finish it. Famously hard to watch. I'm not sure if it's I don't know what it's famous for, but it is very like fast-paced. Like, it was kind of disorienting the way that it plays out. I don't know how to describe it, or I don't even exactly remember why, but yeah, it was. I didn't find it. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel good to watch for me. And usually I like things that are fast-paced and dense, but this was just like disorienting. I don't know. G G G G baby baby.
I used to dance to that when I was like 14. I like knew the dance. I would like practice it in my bedroom.
I'm not surprised. I think that's the it's like the first K-pop song I ever heard.
Really? And you didn't?
It is very catchy. I did not fall in love. It is very catchy though. That's not weeb, that's Korea-boo.
Am I your Korea boo?
Oh, I gotta turn that. No. Holy cringe. Cryberry, yeah, so that guy's made like a bunch of animes that people really like. There's another, Space Dandy, I think is another one by that same guy. Or directed by that same guy that people think is peak. Oh, Cowboy Bebop is the fifth one that I've seen. That I was trying to think of. Cowboy Bebop was pretty good. Not something you'd rewatch? That's kind of surprising. I wanna rewatch Ping Pong all the time. That's what we should do. We should watch Ping Pong. I'm afraid I'm gonna turn my head and hit you because you're just leaning all the way into me constantly. This is not gonna be a good position. Is Sonic X? Yo, I actually have seen. I think I've seen Sonic X. I've seen one of the. Seen one of those Sonic shows when I was a kid.
See, I've seen lots of anime.
Okay, these ones don't count. The ones that everyone saw because they were on, like, American TV don't count.
Well, now all the anime's on TV and streaming, so do they all not count?
They're not on TV. They're on Crunchyroll or whatever. And you only get on Crunchyroll if you're a weeb.
They play them, like, at the movie theater where my sister lives.
Yeah, your sister lives in Weebtown, USA. Literally. They don't play them at the movie theater here. They play one movie here. And it's the most mainstream movie at any given moment. Anime is always on the ship of Jack Sparrow. This is some 200 IQ analogy that I can't comprehend. Thanks, Ghost. What up? Yeah.
Well, I'm sure
true.
that my sister's doing that too.
Yeah, but people use Crunchyroll. I think most last time I checked, at least, my friends who were into anime, my real life friends who were into anime, use Crunchyroll. But things could have changed in the last like few years or something. Yes, believe it or not, I have a real life sometimes, and I have friends sometimes.
I'm reading it.
Holy autism. Misa was telling me that she, when she's watching the stream, like in a room by herself sometimes,
Not even by myself, just all
or
the time.
or with other
I'll be
people
on the
around,
bus, like...
she like makes sounds from the game.
Oh my
Holy,
god!
holy thunder. Anyway, she makes sounds like the Happy Mask salesman laughing or something. Actually severe.
That was so loud.
Actually severe autism.
Did you guys hear that?
I'm sure they heard it, yeah. Trying to take the focus off of me making fun of you.
Okay, I'm sure that everyone does the sound effects in this game, not just me. Like, especially the scientist guy and his daughter.
I don't even know. The scientist guy? You mean the lab
The
at
lab
the
or whatever?
in Great Bay?
No, the one with the studying the gibdos. That guy.
I mean I know who you're talking about now, but I don't even know the sound you're making. I don't even.
Do you think everyone left the stream now because I'm on here?
I don't think so. Yeah, there's lots of very basic things about this game that I don't know, despite my many thousands of hours. I think I must have hit 10,000 hours at some point in the last year. Bro, I can't even hear the game. The rain is just like pounding onto that concrete out there. Or I guess it's not pounding onto the concrete, it's pounding onto the deck.
I'm smelling
What?
you for comfort.
Stop. Boat ride guy. Oh, I do know that sound effect. The boat ride guy's Peter Griffin laugh. It's a lot lower pitched than a Peter Griffin laugh, though. Yeah, we were just talking about that wheelchair yesterday because we were doing an FMK. FMK, Wind Waker Grandma, Majora's Mask Grandma in the wheelchair, or Majora's Mask Bomb Granny. I'll let you guys answer it this time.
My sister said she watched Lilo and Stitch and it doesn't support foster care.
It doesn't support foster care. Is that what I said?
Mm-hmm. Or
That's what I said that somebody on
child
Twitter said.
services or something.
Yeah. I don't actually know anything about it. I just saw someone say that on Twitter.
I would probably marry Link's grandma, because then you can be related to Link. How cool would that be?
You mean, from Wind Waker?
Yeah, from Wind Waker.
She's just clearly the best. She's just clearly the chillest grandma. Something has gone wrong, man. I don't know what it is.
Do you think this basement has ever flooded?
I don't think so. And it's rained insanely hard, way harder than this. I wouldn't worry about it. Go Tanner.
I guess it's okay because we're on a hill.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I actually failed the mega flip to the torch part twice in a row. Yeah. Well, not like 2 runs in a row, like twice in a row within the same run. The first one was Woodfall Bosky skip. This is not going to be quite as bad, I think, at Ocarina as last run was. Free soup every day, so true. So true. Tito is a genius for what? talking about Buzz Lightyear topping Woody. I do think Tito is a genius, some kind of sick and twisted kind of genius. I've said this many times in the past. Years ago, I said this. Said that Tito is secretly the smartest man in the room. And that should terrify all of us, but it's true. Tito, you should really just turn on the stream, man. I've said this to you a million times, though, so I'm not gonna belabor the point. Tom Hanks characters? What, Twisted Genius? Well, now you can get into other kinds of games, or you can just play new games when they come out. And by when they come out, I mean when they are cracked, when the de novo is cracked. I kind of thought Stellar Blade was on PC originally. Isn't it crazy that you can, like, you know, if you got a big game coming out that people are excited for, you can get paid to have your game exclusive to a console like the PS5 or whatever, So you get paid for that. And then you also get extra money because you get 2 hype cycles. You get the hype cycle when the game originally comes out, and then you get the hype cycle when it gets ported to PC like a year later. So you get extra money because 2 hype cycles, and you get extra money because the super fans are buying both. They bought it when it first came out, and then they're gonna buy it again on PC. You're getting like triple the extra money for being shitty. It's crazy. Stellar Blade had 0 hype? I feel like it had a lot of hype for an unknown studio especially. Had a lot of hype. It was like the talked about game for at least a week. Not saying anything about the merit of the game, it seems awful. Although the fishing minigame actually seemed kind of fire. What are you even doing it? You parry, and you do like walking simulator segments, and there's a fishing minigame. That's all I know. Yo, green. I really liked Rayman 2 when I was a kid. I don't know what it was about it. Cause in hindsight it didn't. I feel like it wasn't really a good game. Probably. I don't really remember though. Maybe I'm wrong. Rayman Revolution. Yeah. What about Rayman Raving Rabbids for the Wii? Okay, this is still pretty bad, but not as bad as the last one. I liked the Raving Rabbids when I was in middle school. The Raving Rabbids really aged poorly though, because the minions from Despicable Me did the exact same thing that, you know, they're literally the exact same thing as the Raving Rabbids. And they have exhausted everyone in the world on that whole concept. Literally everyone is sick to death of minions at this point. And so by extension, they don't want any Raving Rabbids either. Wait, didn't Rayman 4 come out? Didn't that, or no, I guess I'm thinking of Rayman 3.
Look, I'm watching both your streams at the same time.
Wait, what? You're also here. You're watching.
Here.
You're also watching in real life.
In real life. Watch you 3 times.
Bro. I didn't finish Rayman 3. I thought it was not good. My god. Who's that on commentary? That's imbued. Oh, wrong. Very stupid time loss. A Rayman cartoon? I don't know, but I just remembered that Rayman 1 is like a 2D platformer on the PS1. That really threw me for a loop when I discovered that for the first time. It's just so different from Rayman 2. It's like a really hard PS1 platformer, 2D platformer. Oh, you know what was actually kind of fire though? Rayman. I want to say Temple Run. Rayman Jungle Run or something like that for the iPhone. That game was like weirdly kind of good. It's like an auto runner, you know, but like it had actual like level design. It wasn't like a infinite runner or something. I think Fiesta Run was the sequel, maybe. I don't think I played that, but whichever the first one for iPhone was actually kind of surprisingly good. I never played those other like 2D Rayman games that came out later, like for real game platforms. But people said those were good as well. What were those called again? Rayman Legends, Origins? Yeah, both of those. I didn't play those, but people said they were good. Whatever happened to I'm wanting to say Dead or Alive. Beyond Good and Evil. Whatever happened to Beyond Good and Evil 2? Was that ever gonna be real? Speaking of Ubisoft games that people actually care about, was Beyond Good and Evil 2 ever a real thing? Or was it always a meme? When they came out at E3 or whatever and said like it's all like we're enlisting the fans to help make the game or whatever, I was like, oh no. That was just not there's just no way that that's happening. Or that turns out well. Yeah, I kind of liked Beyond Good and Evil 1 back in the day. It was pretty it had a unique vibe at least. I don't know if the gameplay was that unique, but I feel like the gameplay was kind of unique. I don't know, I found it pretty memorable. Even though I played it like I think I was an adult when I played it. Creative director died suddenly at age 40. Whoa. Did not know that. Okay, well, the game is just cursed now. Even if it was gonna be good before, it's gonna be bad now. And they should just let it die. Yeah, I didn't want to didn't want to say it, but maybe it was going poorly enough to ruin his life. Or something. But yeah, I think that game was like a little too ambitious for the modern game industry. Modern game industry does not have enough skilled programmers to make ambitious things anymore. You gotta just make Assassin's Creed again. Not that Assassin's Creed is easy to program, but you can mostly figure you can mostly figure it out by copying the code from the other games. Well, I don't drink water. I don't drink water while I'm streaming usually, very much. So that's a big part of it. Yeah, Misa, you gotta get a... You should bring an empty soda bottle for next time. Thanks, Simon. Oops. Never know until you try. Also, don't tell chat. Don't tell chat that you don't have a penis. Penis enjoyer viewers are leaving as we speak. Bad. All so bad, bro. Get in there. Hope this works. I can't start another one, man. Poop. Poop. Well, I want to do a longer stream tomorrow, but I have to take care of some things tomorrow. Maybe I can still do a longer stream tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. We did not make it past aliens, but it happens. Oh, this is interesting. I'm not sure what's going on here, but go tell them good luck. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Happy Father's Day. Bye-bye.
Bye.